Okay, we're gonna start today's tour. Part of the garden we don't normally look at. This is my shade garden. There's some Lenten roses from my Nana and some that I bought. This is very overgrown with weeds. We did not enact the asparagus protocol to try and get these up and out of my way, so everything's really overgrown. The neighbors love to let this stupid Virginia creeper get all over the fence, so we gotta cut that down. But anyway, I have an elderberry here. It struggles because it doesn't get a lot of sunlight and probably not a lot of water either. But it's got like purple leaves. It's really pretty. I was kind of hoping it'd get big. I've been ignoring it, if I'm being honest. This is called Obedient Plant. There's a cardinal flower, some blue-eyed grass, and some... That iris is supposed to be like purple at the base. I don't know if you could see a little bit of that, but I know the bees love it here. That's some water celery, but it's been really shaded out, so it doesn't look great. And of course, duckweed and algae and stuff. My fountain dies. There's no sun today. It's the 4th of July, so it's a little overcast. This is actually a water lily that is purple. You can see there's a flower that'll be in here, and this is a perennial purple water lily, which is kind of hard to find, so I really love it. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I put some guppies in here, some extra guppies I had, and they have definitely had babies, so that's not a bad thing. They will keep the mosquitoes down. And there's some goldfish in this pond too, but this is just kind of a neglected part of my yard. I like it, the bees like it, but it's just not a priority for me to keep it like super duper clean. This is called, it's a yam, pentaphyllum, I believe. And so the reason I put it in here is because, I don't know if you can see, you probably can't. Let's go over here and see. Yeah, so I read that it was thorny, and there are some little thorns. It's not insane though, so that's not bad. Like, I wouldn't grab it and yank, but it's not terrible. I put it in this pot. I wasn't really sure, I wasn't sure the behavior. How rampant would this get? How thorny would it be? So glad I put it in a pot, because I don't know that I would want it in the ground with it being thorny. But I'm really curious. It's supposed to make not only like tubers underground, but also like air tubers that you can eat. So we'll see. Over here, that actually, the Aunt Lily's tree salad looks like it's getting a little better. I've been trying to water it a little more and get over there and get all the weeds out. And there's more freaking trumpet vine over there. I can see it from here. I did cut the base of these tomatoes because I want to see those sunflowers back there. So I'm probably going to yank those and give them to the chickens to eat, because that is just, I'm never planting that tomato again. They're not pea size and they're not cherry size. They're some in between size, and on like a dwarf tomato or micro dwarf, yeah, maybe. On something that rampant, like, I'm never gonna get in there and reach that and harvest all those. That's just, no, never gonna happen. Swiss chard's looking okay. It really needs to get cut down, but I'm kind of hoping it'll put seeds out. I'd left this open so I can show you guys. I don't think I've ever actually videoed inside, but this is the squash house. I have tied them up so that I can walk in here, and I hand pollinate when I can when they're open. I hand pollinated some today. This little tent cover is like a mosquito netting that you would normally put on like a bed, and it has effectively kept out the squash bugs. But like, you can see that there's definitely some wear. Like, it's not really probably meant, I know it's not meant to be outside, but so it was about 18 bucks, but so far it keeps these little shits out. And for me to be able to grow squash, 18 bucks, even if I had to buy one every year, would be worth it to me. I don't think I'm gonna buy one every year, but we'll see. I could probably get some actual fiberglass screening and make something work with this structure. I probably won't, because I don't want to do that. That's too much work. This is a Pepin's Golden Honey. Is it dead? Okay, so we've got some actual peppers on, and that's how they start, right? They start out green, then they turn purple, then they turn really pretty gold color. Look, I have my first eggplant. I'm so excited. I've been waiting for an eggplant and hoping like that this would be the one. And then I was over here this morning and saw this and was like, yes, I finally have an eggplant. So excited. So I want some more flowers in here. The cosmos kind of pooped out on me. So I do have sweet potatoes in here, so whatever flowers I put in here either have to shoot up fast or be tall already. And I don't know if I can do that, but I just want some more flowers over here. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. It's the hottest time of the year. Not a good time to be trying to put flowers anywhere. So I may not get what I want, but if I could just get eggplants, I'd be really happy. I've been trying to keep this watered better because I thought that was probably what's aborting my eggplants. So the sweet potato is rolling, right? I'm going to redirect all this stuff. I have plenty of lanterns, but they're always empty on this ground cherry. So really kind of discouraged. Everybody said ground cherries were really easy. They were super tasty, blah, 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 blah. And so far this ground cherry has not been performing. So I'm actually really kind of bummed. Tomatillos, some kind of worm. I don't know if it's the same worm that gets on tomatoes or if it's a different worm, but there are so many blossoms on this like 5 different tomatillo plants that I'm hoping we can outcompete whatever this worm is and I'll actually get some tomatillos. So far, no, but a girl can dream. Okay, so the pepper plants I have weeded in here. There are so many Peppa Peach stripies. There are like 5 different Peppa Peach things I've seen on the internet, but the Peppa Peach stripey is really pretty with this like, hold on, let me grab this one. With this red striping. Tastes really good, not super spicy at all. Absolutely thrilled with this decision. Probably have more than I know what to do with. Not gonna complain though. The green chilies, it's a green chili. I've harvested twice from them. They're really sparse on the bottom, and I feel like there's a disease or something going on with them. But like these little spots or whatever. The thing is, all of my peppers always get this, and they just kind of outgrow it. Do you know what I mean? So, and it's putting on new growth. There are flowers. There are little peppers, right? So hopefully I'm hoping these guys will really just kind of bounce back. That's rabbit poop fertilizer. I've been fertilizing, hoping like maybe they just been ignored too much. I don't know. But usually my green chilies are gangbusters, and this year they are struggle bus. These are Jerusalem artichokes. That one hollyhock decided to go banankers. I've got one tiny hollyhock back there that's struggling, but hopefully it survives. These are Jerusalem artichokes. That's a tomato that was like thrive or die, and then it kind of died, and then it shot up a new like stalk, so yay. Quietness rose looks like it has a little bit of problems going on. I don't think anything's going to kill the plant, and it's still putting on flowers and new growth, so I'm okay with that. The blot pepper, love the blot pepper. This is what I've been trying to tell you guys about, how they turn like this pretty golden orange color, and then they still keep that blush. These plants, I've got like 2 of them, 2 blot pepper plants. I've already got like 6 peppers off of them. As far as compared to like a sweet pepper plant, hands down these produce more and they taste better. I hate bell peppers. I hate green bell peppers. I'll eat a red bell pepper, but like, these are the bell peppers I'll be buying for now, or growing from now on. I'm happy to report that my sunflower, I just stuck where I had like a dead pepper, has risen up and bloomed, and I'm really excited about that. I think these are the Marconis. I'll harvest those because they're starting to blush and see how they taste. I might harvest the one that's blushing and then leave the rest and see, like, if the green one's good, great. If it tastes like a green pepper, I'll leave the rest of these on to get red and sweet and good. Speaking of sweet, this is a sweet pepper seed my mom gave me. She had gotten a sweet pepper from the store and was like, these are the sweetest peppers I've ever had. So I saved the seeds and planted, and only one of these plants survived, but it's enough. It's enough for me to try. I had a red one, but my husband used it to cook something, and so I didn't get to taste it. So I'm waiting for this one to get red, and then I'll see what my mom's sweetest pepper ever tastes like. So pretty excited about that. What is this? Is that another blot? What is that? I don't know. I don't remember planting another pepper that turns purple. Wow, guys. That leaf is getting on my nerves. Look, I don't know what that is. Maybe it's a blot. Maybe it looks like a blot, but the shape is wrong. Anyway, also, hey, look, the Lessias are putting on. Those are 3 Lessia peppers coming on. Nice. So the struggle bus peppers, but I'm keeping them really well watered, trying to fertilize them, cutting back any of these zinnias that are in the way so that hopefully I can get a good pepper harvest. Let's see, over here, these are banana peppers. I'm actually letting them get red because I was reading you can stuff them and they're really good. So that's what I'm going to do. There's not jalapenos back there. I'm really happy with the zinnias, but again, definitely cutting them down when not needed. Topped these basils because I'm not ready to harvest yet. That sunflower should be popping out any day now. I'm excited because we're about to get some carrot seeds. There have been so many little critters all over these carrots, fertilizing them. I've cut back some of the stuff. I want to cut this back more, but I also want seeds, so I'm leaving it. But so this variegated pepper plant, it's Bill's something stripes. I'll try and find the name and put it in the description. But it makes variegated peppers on a variegated pepper plant, which is freaking gorgeous. Now, not as vigorous as my other peppers, right? Taking them a while to even start making peppers and get big. I don't care, they're beautiful, freaking beautiful. I will determine which dahlias to keep at some point in this bed. I think they're already kind of telling me because this dahlia is doing well and this one is kind of crapping out. So that means maybe this is not the one to keep. So that's actually easier for me. Like natural selection, I don't have to make the call. So that's good. Probably gonna yank this one. I don't like single flowered zinnias that much. So probably gonna pull that one out. Carmenate beans, still growing. I'm keeping them watered. They look rough, but they're still here. Again, Peruvian ground cherries doing nothing. Getting big, and that's about it. Ah, the train. Okay, so this is another of those variegated pepper plants, and they're actually growing taller. I'm really excited. I'm going to yank probably all of these dwarf tomatoes except this one. This one. This is Purple Heartthrob, and I think I've been calling it Starfighter Prime all season, but it's Purple Heartthrob. It has become my favorite. Look, that's why we have the bags, guys. This is why we have the bags. Get off, get off, get off. You guys can't have it. That's why it's in a bag. Go, go. Probably I should put a bigger bag on that because it looks like they can still get through. Anyway, purple, tasty. Like my favorite tomatoes have been Nineveh and Bedouin. Bedouin is a purple, kind of pasty, drought tolerant tomato. But yeah, this year this Purple Heartthrob has taken the cake, and it's my favorite. I'll be growing that all over again every year. And I'm probably gonna pull this silver fir tree and that Queen of Night because they're just struggle busting and I don't feel like dealing with them. And I'm gonna start some new dwarf tomatoes anyway, hopefully next weekend, so I can replace these. I did finally get in here and weed. I can see some grass that I missed, but we have the helichrysums. All right, those are a little spent, so it's hard to tell, but those helichrysums are beautiful. We have the coreopsis in here. We got speedwell. Snapdragons are putting on blooms. Some type of rudbeckia, another type of rudbeckia, snapdragons, oregano, still looking great. Gerber daisy decided to show out. 4 o'clock's blooming. Hub's got to get over here and weed this. I cannot get by these. I mean, I could put a bee suit on and get it back here and weed, but I was just like, nah, I don't like that at all. It's my least favorite thing ever, so I'm gonna ask him to do that. But okay, so I think that's it for the chicken one. But eggplants, tomatoes, flowers, peppers. So we're doing good. We're doing good. All right, guys, I'll talk to you later.